Okay, welcome back to Planet Crafter episode 2 where, yeah, the planet's still trying to kill me. Which is okay and that, but on a bright note now, tier 2 drills just unlocked, which is a good plus. Since I was waiting so patiently for them to finally unlock. And that. And time to do the same boring stuff. Gather the material. Oh wait, that's right. I had a bunch still in my backpack. And also I need to craft some stuff and I have to worry about the power. Plus I gotta stay hydrated because either if my oxygen goes low, I die instantly. If my hydration level goes low, I die very slowly and my health takes a dump. So, but outside of that, it's kind of pleasant being on this planet by yourself with no other human interaction and just mechanical stuff. Plus the occasional meteor shower trying to kill you. And I put too much in and need a little bit more power. And on a bright note, the tier 3 backpack just unlocked, so more inventory space for me. Isn't that nice? But I definitely need to build more solar panels and that, and definitely get more tier 2 drills going. That way I can, and yeah. Well, for right now my oxygen's low, so let me replenish that. And of course, I don't have enough supplies for resources to make another solar panel, so I have to go hunting for that. But just like in part 1 in that, episode 1 in that, you're practically doing the same thing except building up on it and getting that terraforming up and running, because right now it's only at about 2600 Ti to the 175,000 Ti that's needed to reach the sky atmosphere. So, got the power going again, and I am going to deconstruct some of these T1 drills, get the resources, and replace them with T2s because they will generate a lot more pressure. And also, this is going to be a common problem when you're upgrading your stuff and that. Your power supply will take a hit immensely every single time. So, yeah, might as well get used to that shit. And, ooh, getting real close to starting to suffocate. Oh well. That's okay. So now I'm looking at the progress for the tier 2 solar panels, because that I desperately need. So I get more power supply. So I get more power being produced per unit. Since these tier 1 solar panels can only do so much. But as long as I'm keeping the terraforming going in that's all that matters right now. So, in the meantime in that, I'll just build more drills, knock the power out, and build more. And don't worry about all these windmills and that. They are going to get deconstructed later once I have more of a stable, once I get the tier 2 solar panels going and that, and I generate more power than I truly need. Until I hit the tier 3 shit. Then everything will just start all over again. And also, don't worry about my health. I am keeping an eye on that. That just diminishes really slow. Crap, I need iron. Why don't I just deconstruct a windmill? That would give me the iron. And the power will just go off temporarily. And I can deconstruct more of these wind turbines and that. And I have more iron. Yes, I took too many down. Oops. Oh well. But yeah, I need 17. I need about 17,500 KTI to unlock solar panel 2, so that's going to take me a while. But in the meantime, I have tier 3 backpack unlocked, which, if I remember right, that if I remember right, I think that takes aluminum, so I am going a little far out in that. I have to make sure I have an extra oxygen canister with me, because I will need it. But now I'm going to this nice little area over here for aluminum. Plus, along the way, I'm collecting some cobalt. Because you can never have enough cobalt. And of course, there's the random chests that are spread across this planet and that. Funny thing about those chests, the items in them evolve as you're terraforming the planet, so you don't want to open up a lot of them at once, because they will benefit you later down the road. And let me find aluminum here. For some reason, this area always has like a nighttime atmosphere. Ooh, there's 2 aluminum, and I definitely want that blueprint chip in that, because that would give me some useful upgrades. Sometimes it's modifications for the exosuit, and other times it's just upgrades for your base and that. So let's go back and see what this blueprint chip is going to decode. And luckily right now I have some aluminum in that, so I'm not too worried. Because that's one of the first places you can find aluminum. Later on in that, there's going to be a different way of farming it. So it will be interesting. And more stuff has unlocked. Let me build... Oh shit. I forgot titanium and silicone. Yeah. I'm an idiot. And also those winds are kicking up. I don't know if it's a meteor shower or just a regular dust storm coming through, but... Great. It's a meteor shower again. Well, I definitely need silicone and titanium, so I don't really have a choice. I'm going to go out and find it while this meteor shower is happening, and I have to be extra careful because some of that trajectory in that is going to get very close to me. And also with these meteor showers and that, they always come with resources, so it's kind of like a catch-22. You don't want to get too close to get hit, but also you want to explore and see the crash sites, because they also bring very useful materials with them too. Just like right now with the basics in that, iron in that, I need titanium and silicone. And it's over. Thank goodness. Sometimes that just gets too annoying. But in the meantime, now I am going to start making just a simple storage with building these chests. Later on, I will be making a proper storage system. This is just a quickie one, so I can gather more materials that I need. And that. And also, I'm just looking for iron and titanium right now because I want to expand on my little base in that further, because it is getting kind of cramped, and with those tier 1 heaters in that, it is, and the veggie tubes, it is going to make it even more cramped. So got to get some of and also cobalt, because you can never have enough oxygen canisters. Plus, it's good for other stuff like solar panels. And of course, the silicone that I definitely needed, because I'm an idiot. So I can also build my tier 3 backpack in that. And there's a few screens here I can build up on. And like always, the power goes in and out. But luckily, I got the storage chest, so I can just pull what I need from there and build up my power grid. Thank goodness I had some cobalt in the chest. So there's my terraforming progress, and I will build that tier 3 now with the aluminum that I just picked up, so I can get more inventory space. And oh yeah, there's also and I will just go down into this valley because this will turn into a giant lake and that, so it's much easier right now to just gather a bunch of resources that will come in handy. And I'm not really going for anything specific in that. I'm just going for general stuff, because especially the cobalt, that is going to be useful. And I got another blueprint microchip, which is always a plus. And you can just decode them and get certain items. So and also Nat, like the environment will change here and that. It'll be daytime and nighttime and that. But it doesn't really like affect you too much. It's mostly the meteor showers that you kind of have to worry about. And when there's nasty storms, they reduce your oxygen or your hydration or your water or your hydration levels. Okay, so now I have T1 mining speed unlocked from that microchip. And let me just gather some iron to expand my cramped base a little bit, make it a little more roomy, so I don't have to worry too much. So at least now with like the upgraded backpack plus the tier 2 oxygen tank, like I can survive now. It is a little bit more comfortable, but still I am far from being self-sufficient. And by that, I mean producing my own water, my own food and that. Because right now, I'm just relying on... ice and that for the water. And pretty much like the random chests that are all around here and that. With, for RNG and that hopefully... they have space food in them, so I won't starve to death. Now, if I remember right, I think somewhere around this area where the drop pod is, there was a chest that I saw in that as I'm gathering raw materials. And that, and where the hell did it go? Oh. There it is. Okay, let's open this chest to see what's inside. I got lerma seeds and I got plants. I got plants in that. I got eggplant seeds, which right now I can't fucking use yet because the food grower has not been unlocked, so I can't even use that, which kind of sucks, but well, it's good to know that they're there and that, so I don't have to worry too much. And since I opened that one, all those items are going to stay the same in there. Let me just grab one more silicone and get back to my base. And that, so... And also, I want to just increase the solar panels, which I need cobalt for. Which kind of sucks, but... And I definitely need to upgrade the power. So, I'll be putting some heaters, some veggie tubes. As I'm waiting for tier 2 solar panels to unlock, obviously. Put another tier 2 veggie tube. And have the plant in there so that will produce more oxygen. And that. And I'll just upgrade the power grid just a little bit with some solar panels. And I need one more iron to do that. There it is. And also this is kind of like preemptive stuff, since I know I'm about to hit tier 2 soon in that, because I'm at 13.8 KTI, and tier 2 solar panels unlock at 17.5 KTI, which that would be a big upgrade for me. But in the meantime in that, I'll just increase the pressure with the tier 2 drills as much as I can, and deconstruct some of these wind turbines just to get the iron, so I can build more tier 2 drills. And yeah, my oxygen level is low. That's really nothing new in that. Okay, so almost there. Just 3,000 more TI to go for solar panel 2s, and I'm pretty far away for tier 3 drills. And also tier 2 heaters are about to unlock, which will be a big plus in my book. So I'll just wait a little bit, and once those tier 2 heaters unlock, I will be upgrading to them and that. And the next energy source is going to be nuclear reactors after the tier 2 solar panels, so that should be interesting. So just for right now, let me upgrade let me just gather some material, especially a little more aluminum in that. Or for right now, maybe not. But let me just get some of the basics that I will definitely need. Especially now that I have those little storage chests and that. And now tier 2 heater is unlocked, so that's going to be a huge plus. And of course I'll need more iridium for the tier 2 heaters, but the amount that they push out is... It's... Anytime there's like a tier 2 or tier 3 variant of something, that it is immensely... It's at least producing 10 times more than the previous tier. Just to give you guys an idea of how beneficial it is. So let me get some iridium in that and build these tier 2 heaters. Hopefully, shit, I have to make room. All that raw material sitting there is blocking it, so let me gather all this up. And let me also build one more solar panel. Oh, tier 2 just unlocked, which I need aluminum in that, so let me go back and grab some aluminum and start making the tier 2 solar panels. But yeah, as I was talking about before, like, an advanced tier variant of an item in that, it's usually like 10 folds at least that it will produce compared to its predecessor. So I will build this tier 2 solar panel, and I shouldn't have any power supply issues for a while in that. And let me just move my tier 2 veggie tubes over to this corner so it doesn't feel too cramped over here. Because I definitely need these to produce oxygen. Build the second one and the third one. Try to make it neat and organized for right now. There. Okay. Now back to this. Oh yeah, I'm gonna need aluminum. Alright, now I can build a second tier 2. And let me check. Heat's going up pretty well. It's going to be a while till I get tier 3 drills, and also it's going to be a while till I get tier 3 oxygen. So right now in that, pretty much, I just got to increase this terraforming index numbers. And what's the best and cheapest way to do it? Make some tier 2 drills. Now that the now that my little power supply is upgraded in that, I can actually build more if, of course, I had the titanium on me. And I also need a little ice to create some water bottles so I don't die of dehydration, which is always a plus. Alright, let me gulp one of these bad boys down and store the rest. And let's see. I'll just go gather some more resources just for now. And another blueprint unlocked for beacon. And I'm also getting the torchlight modification, which will help in exploring those crash-landed spaceships. Okay. So while it would be nice to get a nuclear reactor in that, a nuclear generator in that, and also I'm waiting patiently for that fucking food grower to blueprint to unlock, because that will help with me being self-sufficient. But in the meantime, let's go back and grab some aluminum, because a lot of these tier 2 and also when tier 3 unlocks in that, those items are going to need a bunch of aluminum. So in the meantime in that, we'll just have to go and gather that. Okay, so we're back here now. Let's see in this chest if there's any more. Well, there's no more aluminum, and of course there's a meteor shower coming down on me, which is never good, especially when I'm more concerned about gathering more of the aluminum resource. But that's okay. Let me just pick up a little bit here and there. Or maybe that... No, I think that was a meteor shower. Just a quick one. But yeah, let me just gather a bunch of this aluminum for now. And also just stay away from... And also just to sidetrack so I don't have to be OCD paranoid about the terraformation index increasing. But yeah, time to go back to the base before I suffocate. And it's kind of funny after a while doing this back and forth stuff and that. It's like, yeah, you're on a desert. You're pretty much on a desert planet. And you just get used to seeing barren waste and that and a bunch of rocks. But also on a bright note, since I've played this game before now, I'm not too worried yet about starving or anything. So, okay, let me get some iridium and upgrade these tier 1 heaters to tier 2 and increase how much heat I am producing. Try to make this as organized as possible also. And of course it's always funny in that. But that's kind of why the storage is very important. Just in case. So I'm at 7.45 NK for heat, and I need 10.0 to unlock exoskeleton tier 2. And my oxygen levels are increasing little by little, which is good. But yeah, the most important thing is take out the original T1s and replace them with the tier 2 with the T2 upgraded versions right away, because pretty much you're just pretty much like you need to free up some of your power grid. And since pretty much the next tier of an item in that, it produces like 10 to 12 times more than the previous one. I mean, it's a no-brainer at that point in that you pretty much just need to get rid of the previous tier. So and for right now, Nat, while I'm just waiting for the terraforming index to increase so I unlocked a few more things in that, I'm just going out exploring, gathering materials, putting them in my chest. Let's see. Alright, I'm almost there for exoskeleton, and I'm pretty far away from tier 3. But also locker storage is coming up to unlock, which that is going to be essential to what's soon to be the storage system that I use for Planet Crafter. And I'm preemptively gathering a bunch of iron because I know I'm going to need it to expand the base with compartments, and also those storage containers, those storage lockers are going to cost quite a bit of iron. So let me just upgrade the power grid a little bit. And just do the normal song and dance of gathering materials like cobalt. And even more iron because I will definitely need it. Okay, tier 2 exoskeleton has unlocked. And luckily it's basic raw materials that I need for it, which I have access to, and I can also gather more of. So let me get some more magnesium in that. And some other resources in that just to survive, and also build up my power grid. And the scary part is at nighttime in that, it really does look nice out. Okay, so tier 3 oxygen tanks is about to unlock. And I just want to organize this real quick. And also just to let up some of my inventory and get a few oxygen capsules, because I am definitely planning on going exploring. So my terraformation's only at 21% for the next stage, which is blue sky. And oh yeah, for emails, I don't have the antenna built yet. But that's okay. And let me just organize this to make it a little more simple. Okay. So I just need iron and titanium for the tier 3 oxygen tank. And this is going to be my oxygen tank for quite a while. So it's off to the iridium mines again, so I can get more to build some tier 2 heaters. And luckily now that I got the upgraded oxygen tank, I can go a little bit further deeper into this cave and spend more time just gathering the iridium that I need. So come here, you. Come here. Oh, come on, let me get you. Nope, screw you. And also there's some aluminum in here and that. Not really too much of an abundant in that because it's technically an iridium cave. But it does help that there's a little bit of aluminum too. Okay, let me head back for right now. Because I have a little bit of a haul, so I can build some tier 2 heaters. And that aluminum will help with the power grid too, and obviously just get a few miscellaneous things. And it was a good thing I made extra oxygen capsules so I could stay out a little bit longer. Okay. Let me just get some titanium and iron. I know I have plenty. And build some more heaters. Crap, I need silicone. Okay. 6 tier 2 heaters will do the trick for right now. And let me just check my heat. So at 21 NK, tier 3 will unlock. And let's see, is it a meteor shower? Oh good, it's just a regular storm. Yeah, sometimes you're going to get those random sandstorms and that coming through, but hey, it is what it is. At least they're not as deadly as the meteor showers can be. So right now, I'm just going to organize some stuff and wait for tier 3 drills to unlock. And I also want to get as much materials out of this little valley before it becomes a lake eventually. Even though I could swim in here and get some of it, it's a lot easier before the terraforming gets to the point where this fills up. Plus, with the upgraded oxygen tank, I can go further without worrying. And even though I can just poke my head in the drop pod and have to replenish my oxygen since it's still here. But yeah, now it's just preemptively gathering raw materials, resources and raw materials and that for the next tier builds. So that's mainly what I'm doing in that. And I'm also upgrading and expanding on this little base in that. So let me organize these heaters and put them a little bit further back, because I sometimes am OCD about being organized in these sandbox games. So I'm just going to move them just a little bit. And the locker storage just unlocked, which that I'm going to be using quite a bit to really get a bunch of my stuff very organized in the future. But for right now, I just want to move these tier 2 heaters out of the way so it doesn't feel as cramped in here. And okay. And now let me see in that. Okay, tier 3 is almost going to unlock soon. I just need 1.0 more in that. And I have an aluminum already set up, which is perfect. So let me just put one more tier 2 heater in there because it just doesn't hurt. Plus the more heat I produce, the quicker I can get to unlocking that drill. And almost there. So I'll just wait for that. And also the food grower is coming up next for the O2 oxygen, even though it's going to take a while. All right. It's unlocked in that. So if you thought the tier 2 producing pressure and heat was quite a jump from tier 1, wait till I build the tier 3. It's going to pretty much take off like a rocket. Alright, so let me figure out. Or actually, let me just gather some extra resources and then I will pretty much eventually get started with building the tier 3 drills. And since I have the oxygen capsule in that, guess what? Guess where I'm going. That's right. Going to get some more aluminum. Because why the hell not? And also, I think what's ironic is with this game that sometimes when the music cuts out in that and all you hear is like your footsteps in that, and it really like gives you, it really sets in the environment that, yeah, you're on a planet by yourself. So let me gather some aluminum in that, and there are a few chests that I definitely want to open. Oh great, another blueprint chip. I can decode that and figure and see what helpful upgrade there is going to be from that. And is there any more aluminum around here? There it is. And I still have one more capsule in that, so it's okay. Let me just gather as much aluminum as I can right now. That way I don't have to worry about it later. And also while I'm looking at that, I'll be heading back to where my base is. And don't mind that golden chest in it that has special items in it. I just don't want to open it just yet. But it's good to know where it is. Oh good, another chip in that. Nice. And space food too. Can never have enough space food in that, especially right now trying to survive. Okay. Yeah, this is one of the only times I'll dump iron in that for aluminum. So. Okay, time to go back. And mostly this aluminum is going to be for the tier 3 drills. Since they require that and a few more resources and a few more materials. But that's mainly why I'm going to gather all that aluminum, is to build up the tier 3 drills with it. And luckily I planned that out really well and brought 2 oxygen capsules with me, because I wouldn't make it back, and then whatever in my backpack, I would lose it upon death. So okay, so I need a little titanium. Let me see how much power I have available. All right. So let me decode these blueprints. Microchip compass. Tier 2 mining speed. So the microchip compass is exactly what it sounds like. It's pretty much going to give you a compass overlay, which can be very, very helpful. And also, I want to make the tier 2 exoskeleton so I have more slots. Perfect. So my power grid, I definitely need to upgrade that too with the tier 3 drills. So I'm just going to deconstruct a few of these and make a tier 3 drill. And then I'll just deconstruct a few more, and hopefully the power grid does not shut down. Oh, good. And let me just continue with this. And I just have to empty some stuff, but already I can notice that the terraforming index is going up a little bit faster now. Alright, let me just get another water, eat some space food. Let me have 2 of them. There, now my health is full, my hydration is full, my oxygen is full. Everything is full, full, full. And now I just want to build a second floor from this bassinet to separate certain things, because eventually I want the second floor to be for storage and growing food, while the first floor will be for pretty much constructing. And this is why I got all that iron. And oops, I forgot to put the compartment there. Okay. Alright, let me get the stuff for the ladder and that and rebuild that. Oh good, I have well over 34 kilowatts of power, which is more than plenty. Let me put that super alloy I picked up in there because nothing really needs it right now. And that. And also, in the meantime in that, let me go back to the iridium caves and gather a little bit more iridium and aluminum. Because you can never have enough. And also, in the distance in that there's like a wall of ice there. That won't start melting until a certain amount of heat is produced in that to allow you to go to the next area. And that it's more of like a shortcut to go to the next area. So we're not going to worry about that just yet. The main thing though right now is to gather as much iridium as possible in here. And there's another blueprint microchip, so it should be interesting decoding that to see what it is. And let me dump the titanium for some aluminum because aluminum is more important to me right now. And it sounds like the weather's acting kind of funky outside. So better go see what's going on. Meteor shower again. So you're gonna get used to like the constant banging in that from meteor showers. Yeah, it's pretty much like, oh no, meteor showers, yeah, whatever. Of course, I'm just going to be an idiot while that's going on and build a few more tier 3 drills. Because why the hell not? Alright. Okay, they're not going to land anywhere near me, so I really don't care. And also, if you've noticed in that, the sky is slowly turning more blue. Before, it was orange in that. There's like nothing there. Now it's starting to turn blue. Which does happen like around the 50% range in that. So, let me just get some of these supplies organized in that. And pick up just a few more things. Mainly just random material and that, so There's the iron that I was looking for. Yeah, funny thing, you can never have enough iron in that, so. But now my terraforming index, because of the tier 3 drills in it is pretty much going a lot quicker now. So I'll get to that 175,000 TI for the first step quest line in no time. And also let me just build the antenna so I can receive messages. Okay, to convict GP 9971L, you have been chosen to have your sentence commuted to an extradition act to keep all the charges against you dropped. You must fully terraform this planet, blah blah blah. Pretty much the message is that so it turns out that you're a prisoner, and instead of spending time in jail, you were pretty much shipped to a planet to terraform it instead, which is like a sentence in itself. Hence why your suit looks the way it does. Okay? And that's pretty much the little dirty secret of why you're on this planet. Only because you got in trouble and went to prison, and this was just an agreement so you didn't have to be in a cell. So I'm just going to go into the Iridium Cave one more time in that, just to explore. And plus that chest has some items in it that I want to grab. And it's kind of funny, wherever you're looking at, sometimes it's iridium, other times it's aluminum, so you pretty much have to keep your eyes peeled. Oh, there's an aluminum. Very, very nice. And let me just drink a water real quick while I'm here, so I don't have to worry about that. And the super alloys in that will come into play a little bit later. But pretty much super alloys is the combination of iron, titanium, silicone, magnesium, and cobalt together. So pretty much your 5 basic resources makes one super alloy. But don't really have to worry about that just yet. because right now this is all just early game. So and I just need a little bit more iron to make another tier 3 drill. And nuclear reactors finally unlocked, which that's like the upgraded version of tier 2 solar panels. And yes, you're going to be using nuclear reactors and that for your power grid. So don't think you won't use it, because you will. And that, okay. So in the meantime in that, I'm just I'm pretty much just gathering materials, waiting for the terraformation index to increase in that. And I'm just kind of just exploring some areas too in that, just to make it a little interesting. And I'll grab the seeds now because I'm getting probably pretty close to unlocking food grower. So little by little in that, it's pretty much I'm still in early game, but I'm going to be starting the whole being self-sufficient soon. Crap. Of course it happens now. And I was so careful before with the power grid not drawing so much. Okay. Time to build some more solar panels. Alright, let me build a tier 2. Okay, now we're back online. Yeah, nuclear reactors are going to be extra helpful, but dude, check out like the terraform index in that. It's like I got all these baddies right now, and the terraforming index is just going up really quick right now. So that's a plus at least. And also ore extractors are coming up to unlock, which is a plus. And let me just plop down another tier 2 solar panel in that for right now. And shit, I don't have enough for another tier 3 drill. Oh well. So while I'm waiting for the 175,000 KTI net, I'm just going to just do some cosmetic stuff because it's been annoying me that these living compartments look like they're floating. Oh, I have a new message. Let's see what it is. And let's see. Hello, I finally managed to locate the system they sent you to. I don't have much time, but I'll give you some advice. The success rate for Planet Crafter is very low because it is almost impossible task. You should find space food in your pod and maybe in Space Rex. You'll be able to grow food when you meet the correct requirements, so try to find some vegetables, seeds. Exploration improvements are essential. Explore and improve your equipment to increase your chance of survival. Riley. So, yeah, I already got the food from the drop pod in that, and I found food elsewhere already, Riley, in that, so you're a little too late with that. And right now, I really just want food grower to unlock so I can start really growing my own food and I don't have to rely on finding space food to survive. Even though I have 3 packs right now. And I can't even get the agility boots yet because I am missing fabric. Shit. Oh well. Well, let me just build some oxygen capsules. Let me just go out here real quick. And let me just head to the iridium mines again. Yeah, one of the main things in this game is you don't want to explore too far out too quickly. Otherwise, it's not really going to work for you very well. And finally, food grower has unlocked. That's the first item I need to be self-sufficient. Which it's about damn time. And yes, I know my hydration is low. That's okay. Let me just get this iridium that's hiding all over the place. And the aluminum also. Yeah, so that wall of ice to my right side and that won't unlock until a certain amount of heat is being produced. Well, I say unlock, but really, it won't melt until a certain amount of heat is produced. So, it's going to be a while for that. And now that food grower has unlocked, I am very happy. Plus, by the time I get back to the base, pretty much going to reach blue sky. And honestly, gradually in that, I mean, look how blue it is right now. And just wait till this planet really starts to change in that from just being a desolate desert. This is only the beginning. Alright, so I pretty much got a crap ton of iridium because I am going to be making iridium rods. And they are going to be used to make rocket engines eventually. Alright. Let me go up here. Hopefully I can make a food grower real quick. Now, one of these is not going to be enough to be self-sufficient. I actually need a minimum of 3. But for right now, Nat, it's a step in the right direction. So, I can't argue with that. And let me just organize my iridium in that, because, yeah, iridium rods take 9 iridiums. And upgrade the power grid a little bit, clean this up, because I will eventually get ready for nuclear reactors. But yeah, look at that blue sky. And of course, I knocked the power out. Yeah, right when I'm so close to hitting the first terraformation mark, I pretty much knocked the power out. But yeah. And I want to be outside to enjoy this. So yeah, pretty much blue skies and that is done. And I have advanced crafting station. So it's going to be pretty interesting from now on, guys. And if you enjoyed this clip in that, finally got the first terraforming stage of, I forget how many in that done, and there's more to come. So that's going to conclude episode 2, and I will see you guys for the next one in that. Like and subscribe in that. See ya.